I didn't choose the podcast live. It chose me. Oh, really, it did. Alright, so it's doing a spinny thing. There we go, and we are now live. I was about to do a clever thing, and I had said the clever thing before it actually started, so... Okay. Hi, welcome to the second Troubadork Non-Commute show, since we are all here because we are all confined to quarters. This microphone's over there, by the way. That's why you can... Hopefully you can still hear me, if there's anyone out there. Does anybody hear me? Does anybody really care? We don't know. I am simply vox clamatis in deserto, a voice yelling in the wilderness, as opposed to vox clamatis in desert cart, which is a man shouting into a cake. Hey, all right. Let's do things. Let's see. I have a set list. I'm actually organized enough. I have a set list. You believe this crap? It's written right here on this piece of paper. If it wasn't a real piece of paper, I couldn't do this. All right. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. First song is... Yay! Hey, Michael. Hey, Harmony. My audience, it grows. First, I had no audience. Now I have three audience members. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Revel in the power. Hi, Chelsea. All right. This is the one. This is the one that I wrote specifically for Texas Furry Fiesta this year, which I performed 2 shows at, of music and 1 show at Magic. And I have recordings of all 3 of those shows, and we'll see if any of it's worth releasing out to the world. Hey, Kelly. All right. See if I can remember how to play this at the right pace. I are on big screen TV. That's a terrifying concept. Me larger than life. Because I'm already pretty large. Possums in a trench coat come to tea. They sit right at a table like you and me. Do they want another coat? You better give them 5, because they're not really a guy. They're 6 possums in a trench coat. Trench coat go to town. They got themselves an Uber, couldn't flag it down. No, the driver didn't stop. He just kept on going because he didn't want to drive. 6 possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat see a show. Do you give them just 1 seat or the entire front row? Do the possums in the middle just peek out through the buttons? Man, I got so many questions for 6 possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat on a date. Got there 20 minutes early, couldn't stand to be late. Everything turned out to go much better than expected, because their date turned out to be 6 possums in a caftan. Possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat. Possums in a trench coat. 6 possums in a caftan. And that's what happens when Cameron, who will eventually see this, maybe, hi Cameron, in the event that you do see it, Cameron told me that they were not in fact a human being, but they were 3 possums in a trench coat. And I figured if 3 possums in a trench coat was funny, 6 possums in a trench coat was freaking hilarious. And so that's why I wrote that to the tune of Mirror in the Bathroom, which is post-punk, ska-inspired paean to narcissism as... performed by the English Beat. In the event that anybody in the English Beat stumbles upon this, I want to apologize. Sorry. But this is just it's you know, I get these ideas. As some of you know, Michael and Harmony have had to deal with it forever. Jason has had to deal with it. Kay has mostly found the more filtered versions, okay? Trust me on this one. You don't want to hear some of the stuff that doesn't get past the filter. Sometimes it's just bizarre. That was very energetic. Let me see. Yeah, let me do this. I am going to do a filk. Don't panic. I am going to make use of the fact that I have technology here that allows me to try and remember the words without actually having to remember them, because I have a computer over here, out of shot, that has, among other things, the opening riff for the song that I'm filking on. Once I get past that riff, everything else is easier. Wow, it's a mess. Let me see if I can do it right once, and then I'll actually perform it like so. We'll just pretend this is like happening during the commercial break, where the performer is just way too messed up to be able to play properly. Wow. I'm going to play it very slowly, and then I'll actually do the song, because clearly I'm either far too caffeinated or just not talented enough to do it.
Hey.
Far too caffeinated. Thank you, Amy. My lovely wife, without whom I would be dead in a ditch on fire. Renaissance minstrel, minstrel, minstrel. I pray thee, my Lord, wilt thou hear this song? It took me years to write, but will not take too long. It's based on a sonnet by a man named Kit, and I need a patron, so I want to be a Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel. 'Tis a noble ballad of a wandering knight, and his lady's love keeps him up at night. His son's a top sergeant swords. 'Tis a steady job, but he wants to be a Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel. Minstrel, minstrel. I'll get the lick one of these days. 100 verses, give or take a few. I can write some more in a week or two. I can make it Latin if you like the sound. Said quatudo suis amatus wants to be a Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, like you've never had problems with Latin. Renaissance minstrel, minstrel, minstrel. If you do enjoy it, I can sing it there. I'd be glad to cease wandering from fair to fair. If you must return it, send it to the king. He'll just put his name on it and call himself a Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, minstrel. Renaissance minstrel, minstrel. That one is still clearly a work in progress. Thankfully, you're not paying for this show. So, I make crap up like this all the time. There's one I'm doing, putting together to a song called Sail, which is even in rougher shape. And maybe in a week or two I'll be able to do that. It does involve kazoo accompaniment. So there is that, qualitative benefit. Let me do a song I actually know how to play. How about I do that? That's not the song, that's just me, what are these strings for? Oh, yeah. I'm a Jimmy Buffett fan. Some of you out there are also Jimmy Buffett fans and are not afraid to admit it. Many of you may, in fact, be Jimmy Buffett fans and not know it. Because Jimmy Buffett has, two different types of songs that he does. One is what he calls Gulf and Western, which is the songs about sailboats and alcoholic drinks and that sort of thing, and being down in the islands and so forth. And the other is he's a real big fan of Tin Pan Alley style songs. And I am too. I'm a big fan of Leon Redbone, who passed away a couple of years ago, but he was a national freaking treasure. And while I can't sing like Leon Redbone. I can sing like Jimmy Buffett trying to sing like Leon Redbone. And that's, this is one of my favorite songs. The other one is Pencil Thin Mustache, which I don't have down yet, but this one I think more than makes up for that. It also has two of the most obnoxious chords on the ukulele that you can play, B flat and F sharp. There is an E chord, but I figured out how to cheat the E chord. If you play ukulele and you hate the E chord, because the way they diagram it's like, get your hands in there. There's a cheat way, which is to put your finger here on the second fret and then brace across like the other three fingers on the fourth, but it kind of screws up. So what I do is I just bar the entire fourth fret, and then I drop my pinky down here on the fifth, sixth, seventh fret, and that's an E. Oddly enough, I know this because this is a D. You never try to keep the wild ones home, but mister, don't just sit there and wait. Go out on the town, making all the rounds. It won't matter if you're your own date. Vacantly occupied, sat on the beach until my body got fried, dreaming of your pretty eyes up in South Carolina. I can't pronounce my R's and G's when I'm speaking Southernese. Honey, honey, come and do me again. I seen your fat cat style, 300 pounds, a jive-ass smile, young girls giggling all the while. That's not my cup of chowder. I go for candlelight, cold champagne nearly every night. Honey, honey, come and do me again. Honey, why couldn't you have taken that non-stop train? I'm hungry, and I really want to see you again. I know it's getting late, waiter keeps staring at your empty plate. Mater D keeps telling me, sir, she's just not coming. What the hell does Garcon know? We've been through all this before. Honey, honey, come and do me again. Gonna try and do a bridge. Why couldn't you have taken that non-stop train? I'm hungry, and I really want to see you again. Vacantly occupied, sat on the beach until my body got fried, dreaming of your pretty eyes up in South Carolina. I can't pronounce my R's and G's when I'm speaking Southernese. Honey, honey, come and do me again. One more time, well now. Honey, honey, come and do me again. Oh, 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 well now. Honey, honey, come and do me again. do. It's a song I really like. It's a nice, mellow kind of song. I kind of dig it. I know that y'all probably want to hear some more weird stuff. You want to hear some more weird stuff? I'm assuming you want to hear some more weird stuff, because the weird stuff is probably why you came here. Oh, yes. And we will be ending with Internet Famous, by the way, Kay, so you're getting your wish. Hey, Bradley! Come and see the other things that I do. For less money. Ah, okay. Now, I have to be nice, because that man could drop kick me in the face. I'm not kidding. I have seen him do it to a taller man. Now, this one is a David Bowie song. At least it started as a David Bowie song. And I'd like to think he'd be amused by what I did to it. Because that's ego, and because I don't want to offend the spirit of David Bowie. We are already in enough trouble as it is. Let's see here. I met him at the fair. We spoke of where and when. Although he was not there, he'd comped me as a friend, which came as some surprise. My act never caught his eye. I thought he'd driven home a long, long time ago. Wow. Try it again, Laguerre. Wow, this is really... You know what? Let's try that like one more time, because sometimes you just screw up. Thought he'd driven home a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. I never change my clothes. Pick with fingers. Your face. Your face. With the man who lives at Faire. I laughed and shook his hand and drank from his own flask. Went back to my homeland, then I knew what I should have asked. I gazed occasionally stare at all the folks at Faire. We should have driven home a long, long time ago. Oh no, not us. We never change our clothes. Your face, with the folks who live at Faire. Oh no, not me. I never change my clothes. Your face, with the man who lives at Faire. There's a little turbulence in the middle of that, but I kind of like it, and that is, I actually played that for the first time at Faire last year while waiting for my wife to come out of the privies, and it amused the heck out of the fruit seller. So, there is that. It is almost 20 minutes, so my commute home, if this was a normal reality, would be just about done. Which means I got time for one more song, and yes, it is that song. So I need to bring up now the big guns. This bad boy was made on a bet. That's correct, it was made on a bet by my friend Michael Van Slyke of Archangel Arts. Check it out. I still have his cards. I still have some of your cards, man. Archangel Arts. He makes cigar box guitars and props and does art stuff and other things. That sounds pretty good, but I think we need to put a little stank on this. Let me push the button on the Stankinator. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to be playing this with a pick because I get a little excitable during this song. And when I get a little excitable during this song, bits of flesh come flying off my hand otherwise. I want to be internet famous. I want to make big internet bucks. I want to get buckets of exposure, cause not being internet famous sucks. I want to be internet famous, cause YouTube is just like being on TV. I want to be internet famous. If those guys can do it, hell, why not me? I looked up on the internet how to become famous. Porn. So I looked at the next page, and that was porn. The next page, that was porn. The next page, that was porn. Okay, 7 or 8 pages later, we got to the real stuff of how to be famous. Play a game. Wear a hat. Put on some makeup. Show us your cat. It's all so easy. Who can blame us? Cause everybody wants to be internet famous. I wanna be internet famous. I wanna make big internet bucks. I wanna get buckets of exposure, cause not being internet famous sucks. I wanna be internet famous. YouTube is just like being on TV. I wanna be internet famous. If those guys can do it, hey, why not me? It's been a rough morning for solos, especially this afternoon. I'm gonna try another solo. That counts. Solo. It's also easy. Don't take no skills. Sometimes the ad views pay all your bills. Remember Andy Warhol? What he did proclaim was, in 15 minutes we'll all be internet famous. I wanna be internet famous. I wanna make big internet bucks. I wanna get buckets of exposure, cause not being internet famous sucks. I wanna be internet famous, cause YouTube is just like being on TV. I wanna be internet famous. If those guys can do it, hell, why not me? Key change! We all wanna be internet famous. We wanna make them internet bucks. We wanna drown in all of that exposure, cause not being internet famous sucks. We all wanna be internet famous. That's why we rant and rail and we make such a fuss. We all wanna be internet famous. If those guys can do it, hey, why not us? Big Rockstar finale, and this time no blood, so that's good. All right, well, that is about it. That is another 25-minute commute. This has been the Troubadork not commuting show. Since I'm not commuting, I figured I'd kill that half hour by doing something somewhat productive. I do have a shameless plug to give you, and you, yes, you right there, you too, Lone Star Loki, who is a persona generated by the esteemed K-Striker, will be reading passages from Grimm's Fairy Tales tonight at 8 o'clock on Facebook, so check out Lone Star Loki for that very, very purpose. He's a lovely man. He reads lovely stories in a lovely British accent that I can't do. But I'm not bitter. Folks, thank you for paying attention to me, and thank you for encouraging my behavior. I have been Tobias the Adequate. This has been the Commute Home Show, and I'll see you guys next time.